Okay. So the purpose for this meeting, it is to help us as directors to have solid businesses. And when we are talking about a solid business, what are we talking about? What does it mean to have a solid business? Now, my own understanding, having a solid business, it's a business that qualifies you every single month. It's a business where you qualify with ease every single month. It's a business whereby whether you have worked so hard or you've not worked so hard, it's still you know that you are going to be qualified at your title. And not just qualified with 4,000 points, but to be qualified with 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 points. I mean, I have seen two different types of directors. Directors who you find you become director, but then after becoming director, you never qualify again. It goes on 1, 2, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, without ever hitting the 4,000 again. You are a director, but in the real actual sense, you are a senior manager. And those are some, and by the way, it's also important to accept some of these facts. I used to, when I was a director, I remember there's a month, the month, 1, 2, 3 months, I didn't qualify, and I dropped from emerald to director. And then we had the directors meeting, and then we were being separated. The qualified directors had their own meeting because the qualified directors have their own needs, and their immediate need is to become SAFA director. And then the unqualified directors were also meeting alone. Unqualified director needs, it is to start qualifying as title. You can't be unqualified director, then you start thinking about becoming a SAFA director, Ruby director. No. You need to, it's a step at a time. If you are unqualified, your goal should be to qualify. I like it when Rico, I had a meeting with Rico and asked me, so Rico, so Justus, what's your goal? What's your dream? What goal are we working towards this year? I told him, Rico, I am working so hard. My dream and goal is to become a president's member. I said, no, Justus, no. President's team should never be your goal. Your goal should be your immediate what? Your next step. Your next step is your immediate urgent goal. Yes, have those goals for the future and all that, but your immediate goal is your next step. So if you are not doing 4,000, your immediate step is to start doing 4,000 comfortably. Once you're doing 4,000 comfortably, your next goal is to develop your next director so that you take your next step to what? To SAFA director. So that is what it means to have a solid director business. And I've also seen two kinds of directors. I have seen a director who will earn about an average of $300, $400. And then I have also seen directors. I've also seen directors who will actually earn up to $1,000 a month. $400, $300, and $1,000. Both are directors. Both are directors. But what's the difference? What's the difference in that two different types of directors? The director who will earn $300, sometimes even $200, and the one who earns $1,000, the one who earns $300, $400 is a director, but with not a solid business. But then a director who is earning $1,000, that is a very good solid director with a very good solid structure. And that is a director that is actually about to become a wealthy member. So we are talking about building a solid what? A solid business, having a solid business as a director. Now, for you to have a solid business as a director, One of the things that I want us to know is that everything starts with me. Everything starts with me. If I am if I am solid, then I am going to build a solid business. If I am not solid, then I cannot have a solid what? Business. If mentally I have the leadership, I have the personal growth, then I can be able to have a great and bigger business. Now, for you to start, when you're looking at yourself to becoming a solid leader, where do you start from? Number one, it starts from your goals and dreams. What are your goals and dreams? What is your vision? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What projects do you have at hand? What are those goals that are going to, because you see all of us become directors. Why we become directors? Because there's that something that is pushing us to the extreme to become what? To become directors. So what is that is going to push you to have a solid business? What is that is going to push you to be able to have a business that is going to world team, that is going to be director? What is your foundation? Now, if you don't have goals that are clear, you don't have your dreams, I feel sorry if you're on this platform and you don't have a dream chart. I really, really feel sorry for you. If you do not have a dream chart, and not just a dream chart that because they've talked about having a dream chart and you just come up with one faster to show people that you have a dream chart, but a dream chart that you're so passionate about. You have those serious goals in the pipeline. You want to buy a car, you want to buy land, you want to invest, you want to have this. You're looking at, bigger incomes, If you are not that, because at the end of the day, I will always love saying that our business only grows to the size of our why. Our business only grows to the size of our why. When the why is bigger, even the energy, the efforts that you put in, they are bigger. When the why is so big, by the way, it is also okay not to qualify a title. Sometimes you can fail to qualify a title. But when you fail to qualify 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 months, 1 year, then there's a big problem. And that problem is who? Is you. That problem is me. If I fail to qualify 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 months, 1 year, then the problem is who? It is me, not a business, not my team, not anything. It is me. So we need to go back to the foundation, because your business will only grow to the size of your why. That is why for me to start growing again, for my business to start getting from where it is to where I want it to be, I had to actually go back to the drawing table and I asked myself, why am I doing this? Why? What are my dreams? What are my goals? Are my goals so urgent? I mean, I have so many friends in this business. They are thriving. They are building apartments. They are investing. They are buying much better and bigger cars, Why not me? Some of them I even started before them. So I had to go back to my why, to revisit my why, and to see how I can be able to do what? To get things going. Now, I have a reading here from, I love this book, by the way. It's if you can find a copy for yourself, it's the John C. Maxwell Daily Reader. It has daily quotes about leadership. And there is a reading here that he talks about that goals give you go. And it's from the book, Your Roadmap to Success. And he says that millionaire industrialist Andrew Carnegie said, you cannot push anyone up the ladder unless he is willing to climb himself. Which simply means that as a director, even if I badly would want you to qualify, I badly would want to have you to go to world team, Ruby and all that. It is very difficult to push you up if you are not willing to go up by yourself. So it says you cannot push someone up the ladder unless they are willing to climb themselves. The same is true about a person on a success journey. She cannot go forward unless she's motivated to do so. Goals can help provide that motivation. Paul Meyer commented, no one ever accomplishes anything of consequence without a goal. Goal setting is the strongest human force for self-motivation. Now, I want to repeat that so that we can get it clearly. The same is true of a person on the success journey. She won't go forward unless she is motivated to do so. Goals can help you provide that motivation. Paul Meyer commented, no one ever accomplishes anything of consequence without a goal. Goal setting is the greatest human force for self-motivation. So what is your goal as a director? What is your goal? What is your dream? What are you looking at achieving this year? How serious are you about it? Because at the end of the day, like I said, your business will only be solid. Your business will only grow up to the size of your why. If the why is bigger, the business is going to be bigger. If the why is bigger, you will always be qualified as title. You will always be. So what is your goal? Why? One of the reasons as to why my commission cannot go below $1,500 every single month. It is because, man, I have so many needs. I have so many things to achieve. I have so many goals I'm saving for. I have these projects I'm coming up with. And I'm now looking, I am thinking, I am cooking my head every single day. Currently, the moment it hits 4 a.m. like this, I don't even know why. Even sometimes I find myself up if I don't even have to wait for the alarm. Why can't I find sleep? It's because of my goals. It's because of the things that I want to accomplish. It's because of those, So ladies and gentlemen, we are directors. We want to grow. We want to succeed. We want our lives to change. We want to make things happen. We want to find that every single person on this call, minimally, you're working out with $800, $700, $1,000 as a director. And then you're also going bigger. So let's check our why. Let's get back to the foundation. Remember, your business only grows to the size of your what? Of your why. Now, that is point number one on having a solid business. What are your goals? What are your dreams? And then when you are done with yourself, don't make a mistake of committing to work with anyone on your team who is not serious about their why, who is not serious about their goals and dreams. Sort that out. And then things are going to be what? moving. Number two, point number two, develop yourself to the level of success you want to attain. You know, I have always been hearing this statement over and over again, and I know all of us have heard it. The statement that says that the size of the man on your account is equal to the size of your brain. Well, it seems a little bit arrogant, but there's a lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that. If I am going to earn $5,000 every single month from Neolife, I need to develop myself for that level of success. I need to have that kind of mental attitude. If I am going to earn 10,000 US dollars from Neolife every single month, I need to have that kind of mentality. I need to grow the size of my mind. I need to grow myself. I need to develop myself. I need to attend the leadership meetings. I need to have personal development sessions by myself, you know. I need to read these books. I need to read these books. I need to listen to people who are there. You know, currently I've developed a habit. Even when I'm showering, I am listening to Eric Worre. You know, and I keep on listening to Eric, and there's a way how this guy has really mixed up my mind. He has really, really confused my mind, because I'm here thinking, I'm like, are we doing network marketing? Or are we just playing around? You know, in one of the statements that touched me recently, he said that some of the networkers have actually left their jobs and have found employment in Neolife, in network marketing. We are business people, but we have a business job mentality, you know? You know, when I listen, I keep on listening to testimonies, guys who are earning 100,000 US dollars per month, 200,000 US dollars per month, 300,000 US dollars per month. You know, then you listen to people who are earning 1 million US dollars a year, you know. So when I kept on listening, I kept on listening to these guys. These guys really mix up my mind. They completely turn my whole entire mindset around. I'm telling you, by listening to Eric Worre and listening to the testimonies, the people he keeps the top success top income earners that he brings around to come and share their experiences. One of the days he actually, you know, there's that check of 2,800,000 US dollars in one of the incentive flyers, and it's a Neolife check. Eric Worre, at some point, he also called upon that lady to come and testify on how she was actually paid a commission of 2,800,000. And you know, when this lady was sharing, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this a Neolife check? And then when she was sharing, she talks about how she sponsored 400 people personally in 3 months. And I'm like, wait a minute, how is it possible that someone is sponsoring 400 people? And then she talks about thousands and thousands of people that she sponsored. You know, we really need to develop ourselves. If my mindset is a $500 mindset, that's how much I can earn, and that's how far I can go. If my mindset is a $5,000, $10,000, that is how much far I can go. Sit down with Charlie. I believe all of us have seen Charlie's checks of 350,000 US dollars. Sit down with Charlie. See what kind of mindset does he have? What kind of personal development? What kind of growth does he have? So guys, and you know, I always love telling people, from distributor, manager, senior manager, director, it's just about hard work. It's just about hard work. You can work hard and become a director. But let me tell you, for you to stay qualified, for you to have that consistent business, for you to be able to, to grow to Sapphire director, Ruby director, president's team. Guys, it's not just about hard work. No, it's not about hard work. Yes, we all need to work hard, but it's not just about hard work. It is you, the person. It's you, the person. Have you developed yourself? Have you grown your leadership capacity? Have you grown the skills, the people skills, problem solving skills? One of the skills that I am working so hard on to attain currently is the skill of problem solving. Have you developed yourself to learn how to solve problems on your team? Motivating your team. All those are skills. Bringing people together, motivating them, creating momentum on your team. The people skills, the communication skills, the people management, you need all these sets of skills. So as directors, if we are going to grow, there is a lot with that. We need to actually work harder on ourselves. We really need to work hard on ourselves. We need to all grow all these sets of skills. You need to be independent. You need to start thinking as a director. You need to start directing your team. You need to learn the art of working with your team. You need to learn the art of motivating your team. You need to learn the art of moving your team, growing your team. My goodness. Develop yourself for the level of success you want to attain. You're not just going to come to our team by just working hard. No. You need the mindset, you need the attitude. You need to focus on growing your team. Okay. Point number 3. So point number 2 is develop yourself to the level of success you want to attain, and then develop the skills that you need for the level of success you want to attain. That was point number 2. Now, point number 3, develop your team, develop leaders, grow people, have numbers, develop directors, and bracket influencers. Number 3 is develop your team, develop leaders, develop people, have numbers, develop directors, in bracket influencers. From Mike's visit, one of the things that I learned was numbers. As a director, first and foremost, as a director who wants to be qualified monthly, as a director who wants to become a world team, it is very, very important that you understand the numbers, you have the right numbers on your team. You need to be having a minimum of 100 distributors on your team, active distributors. You need to be having a structure of 10 people, a structure of 10 people and above. If you really, really want to become to be qualified, to have a very good solid structure, to have a structure that pays you $1,000, and for you to have a structure that is getting to the world team. Numbers. You can't have 20, 30 active people on your team and you expect to always be qualified as title. Nope. Not at all. Not at all. You need to have numbers, a lot of active distributors. You need to work to make sure that you have 15, 20 distributors joining your team every single month. every single month. 15 to 20 people joining your team every single month. And then focus on developing individuals, focus on growing people, especially those A players, those influencers, the A team. You need to focus to have a growth plan for them. Ladies and gentlemen, like one of my friends, he always says, I am a man of few words. If I am to keep on talking, but I know with time we will keep on adding on these topics so we can expound them to see how we can learn and get better and better and better. So at this very moment, allow